Here we are in front of my LC300 Sahara. Now, before we get stuck into the dyno results and things like that, I just wanted to throw up a quick video because I've been driving this, well, I've been sitting in the passenger seat. We've done a couple of thousand Ks in it so far. And I really noticed how much smaller it was compared to my 200 series. So I've got a couple of measurements I just want to go through, and I thought, you know what, people might be interested in this because it really blew my mind, the difference in size. So there will be another video on all the dyno stuff on the LC300, the results and all of that stuff, because it's been really much anticipated, which is going to be a great video. But this one here is on measuring the inside of the LC300. Now this is a Sahara versus a 200 series Land Cruiser. So check it out. Glad you picked up on that. So what I want to do, I've got the tape measure out. We've got a 200 series in. I want to measure the cabin size of my 300 series and compare it to the 200 series. In particular, the leg room in the back seat, because this 300 is quite small. Let me see if I can get this out and use the selfie stick at the same time. 750 mil to the seat, to the firewall. So this is why I wanted to measure the difference. You can see here, this is with the seat all the way back. So you get 750 mil from the firewall to the front of the seat in the front, and which isn't, I don't believe, over the top, but that's obviously the gap there. And with the child seat in it, not only are the kids going to have like square eyes from watching the screen because it's so bloody close, there's just no leg room for even a baby in there, so it's a bit silly. I'll measure this. So we can have a look there. And what's that? We're looking at about 120, 130 mil. So, and that's with the seat all the way back. Now, even with an adult sitting in there, your legs are going to be touching. Even if you've got teenage boys sitting in the back of this thing, like, it isn't going to be comfortable. So, yeah, give you a bit of an idea. This seat is all the way back, doesn't go back any further. So that doesn't go back any further at all, it's all the way back. It also sits, the seat actually sits a lot higher. That's interesting, isn't it? Sort of what I said in the front video, like in the 300 you sit down a lot further. Oh gosh, okay, I was wrong. So from the firewall to the front of the seat there, it's not much. It's not much. You're looking at, what's that, 730 to the front of the seat. 730. So it is a little bit smaller, but not as much. I would have thought there would have been a good sort of 50 mil in it. 5 mil, 50 mil. But yeah, 730. All right, we'll check out the rear seat. Right, so let's have a look. So we've got the rear seat here. Now, yeah, okay, so it's astonishingly obvious. It's, you're looking at 300. So to put that in perspective, the 300 series was there. So what's that? Yeah, 130 mil to the front of the seat. So just there. Now this is an extra 200 mil, just about. It's 170 mil. That's crazy. I knew it felt small, but I didn't realize exactly how much smaller it was. Yeah. So you've got a family, you've got growing kids and things like that. I'm really blown away that, yeah, Toyota have done that. It's, you know, as one of the guys here was saying, he was calling it, the long nose Prado, which I think is a pretty accurate description of it at the moment because it is quite small. All right, I'll measure the boot. Why not? So in the back of the 200 series, I just wanted to measure from the seat. So from, hang on a sec, I'll put it on the back of the seat. So the very lower back of the seat, through the boot to here, right where the seal is. We're looking at where that seal is, just under 1,200 millimeters. All right, let's check the width. the width, so you can see, yeah, 1400. All right, I'll go back to the 300 now and measure it. So you can see I'm going from the bottom of the seat all the way along and right where the seal is there. So this is actually, was it 30 mil longer in the 300 series. All right, let's check the width. All right, so the width, once again, so this is in the 300, excuse the rubbish in the back there. So we are sitting at 130 or 1300. Wow. Wow. So there you go. The LC300, slightly smaller. So it's smaller width-wise in the boot, which is frustrating because I just bought the biggest fridge. Well, before I got the Land Cruiser, I bought the biggest fridge I thought I could get because I'm like, I'm getting a Land Cruiser. I'll buy a massive fridge. And it turns out that the boot is actually smaller than my old 200 series, plus the legroom in the back. Now, there's no hiding that. That is a lot smaller. So it's actually, well, it's 200 mil smaller. It is. I measured it. You know, you can say that I may have been off a little bit with my measurements, but 200 mil, well, that is a huge, huge difference. Even just sitting in the back, like, it's very tight and it's very sort of narrow. I've got 2 car seats in the back and a middle seat. You can't put an adult in the middle of the back, so it's a bit, But people asked, I put it up. Have a look. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I'll have a dyno video up very soon.